Hey guys, I'm Michael, and as you probably guessed from the name of the video, today I'm going to be talking to you about some financial tips and tricks you can set yourself in your 20s and your 30s to set yourself up better financially right now and for the future as well. So recently I turned 31 and I was thinking to myself, having learned what I have over the past 10 years, what advice would I give to my younger self to try and set myself up better financially and avoid some of the stupid mistakes that I made along the way. Tip number 1. Learn to create and follow a financial plan. And this may sound really obvious, like creating a plan is something most of us do, especially financially with budgets, but not everyone does it effectively and not everyone follows it really that strictly. So a budget will help you to visualise what you need to do to get to where you need to be. So how much money is going in, how much is going out, where can you cut back, and where can you make some room for improvement. I will make a separate video on budgets, but really just try and keep it simple, don't overcomplicate the process. Take your income, your essential bills that you have to have, anything you can cut, get rid of, and whatever's left, I tend to split between spending money on things like going out, shopping, clothes, friends, and savings. Savings to me is really important. The more you can save now, the better you're going to be in the future. And it is more of a habit. You have to get into the rhythm and the process of doing it. But actually, once you do that, it becomes really second nature and you don't really have to put any thought into it at all. So tip number 2, and this is to learn to pay your future self. So whenever you get paid, try and set aside between 5 to 10% of your take-home pay to look after your future self. And normally this is done in the form of a pension, right? So you'll get paid, automatically your pension's deducted, and your employer, if you are employed or not self-employed, will contribute towards that as well. And this is a really age-old way of doing it, and it works, it's pretty secure, but really gives you very little control over what happens to your money and when you get access to it. So how else can you put money away to grow for your future needs? Well, really this is down to investing, right? And there's 2 forms of investing you can really look into doing. There's one which is like a dividend sort of return. You put your money into a company, they reward you every quarter, every half year, every year with a little dividend payment, say thank you for having their stocks and investing in their company, and that's paid to you consistently. And I mean, obviously at the moment, it's not really happening. A lot of companies are cutting dividends because of financial sort of issues and budgets and whatever else, but normally it's pretty seamless and it's a nice way to grow your money. If you was to put that money back into it, more shares, and compound that money and that interest, it's going to grow exponentially, especially if you're still contributing during that period. Another way is just to buy stocks that you believe are going to have some significant growth and to jump in there early, hold on to those for as long as you can. Anything from sort of 5 to 10 years is great, and then just ride the wave really and gather as much profit as you can in those shares before you sell up and do the whole thing again. So tip number 3. And this is really just to try and clear down on as much of your debt as you possibly can. So any student loans, try and clear those as early as you can. I know the US has different rules regarding that to the UK, but clearing those down is really going to help you out, along with any consumer debt, so any credit cards, any loans, anything that you're spending money on each month which really is costing you money on interest and it's preventing you from putting that money to work elsewhere. I do have some consumer debt, I am in the process of clearing it, and I know that when it's done, I'm going to have a lot more money each month freed up for me to invest and to put into shares. So you can only really grow your wealth when your income is greater than your expenses. And it sounds kind of stupid to say out loud because it's really obvious, but until you have enough money to put to work to grow, you really just could be ticking over each month, just sort of meeting each month with the same money in your bank account and not really making any progress at all. So making sure that you have enough money each month to put aside is really going to boost you. And having debt and having made some stupid decisions myself, I know it doesn't make you a bad person. You shouldn't feel bad about having made those decisions in the past and being in debt, as long as you sort of try and turn the tide a little bit now and try to turn things around. And I know it takes time to clear debt and to reduce that amount. It's a really, really hard slog, but the best thing you can do right now is just to stop adding to it. The second you stop adding to it and you're making payments each month, you're chipping away at it and it's not going to grow. And that really is the best way to get ahead of it and to tackle it head on. Tip number 4. And this is to stop giving up your time for money. So money is not scarce, okay? There is not a shortage of money going around. and I know that since school it's kind of imprinted upon you to do your qualifications, go to university, get a job and stick it out until you're in your 60s, and then you retire and you become a bit of a wage slave. And money in return for your time is such an old school way of earning money, right? It's long, takes time, it's not very quick, and pretty much 9 times out of 10, the financial reward is not that great. So your 20s and your 30s especially are a great time to earn some passive income. Now this can be done through a wide stream of things. You can look into having like an online business, like sort of Shopify, setting up an account on Teespring, selling t-shirts, things like that. Or you could invest your money. You could look into what we was discussing earlier in regards to dividends and having that income come in, essentially money while you sleep. You're having to do very little work in return for a financial reward. And over time, that's going to snowball and magnify. So our final tip number 5, and this is to simply ignore peer pressure. Ignore what the Joneses are doing. Don't try and keep up with your best friend down the road who's got a new Range Rover. It really isn't that important. You too could have all that stuff, but financially it's going to put you in a worse position. You might have a lot of assets, but you're very cash poor. Having the latest iPhone, having the nice designer wardrobe, having the best Range Rover or the best sports car might look great, but it's not going to set you in the best position financially. And really what we're trying to aim to do right now is to better ourselves financially and have more expendable income to put towards things that are going to reward us later in life. Spending money right now on a car lease or a new iPhone is only going to hinder that, and it's going to hold you back long term. So those are my 5 tips today. I hope you've got something from it and it's given you something you didn't know before. Any videos you would like me to do after this one, just comment below, like the video. It takes me a lot of time to do this and I appreciate the feedback. And if you want to see more videos, click the notification button and subscribe as well. Thank you.